The new US administration, under the leadership of Donald Trump, has announced that it will be reviewing its international trade relations. There are concerns over unfair trade to the detriment of the USA. Should this prove true, the US president is threatening to isolate the US market. In concrete terms, 3 protectionist measures are being discussed. First, withdrawal from the existing free trade agreement with Mexico and Canada. Second, taxes on imported foreign value added. And third, a tariff of up to 20% on all imports into the USA. In our recent IFO study, conducted on the behalf of the Bertelsmann Foundation, we examine the economic consequences of those 3 threatened protectionist US trade policies. A protectionist trade policy in the USA will not only damage the US trading partners, but will also very heavily damage the USA itself. We simulate the mentioned 3 policy scenarios, and in all of them, the US economy on the whole shrinks considerably. Moreover, such a policy would also generate worldwide responses in the form of counter tariffs, and world trade would drop significantly. Our simulations show that in such a case, the US economy would shrink by over 2 percentage points in the long term. In its own interest, the USA should not pursue a protectionist trade policy. Instead, the USA should cooperate more closely with its major trading partners like Germany and the NAFTA states in terms of trade policy to tackle structural problems in the US and on foreign labor markets. First steps in this direction have been taken, for example, by founding a global forum on the worldwide reduction of steel overcapacities and dumping. Such new cooperation platforms are increasingly necessary and also offer existing international institutions like the World Trade Organization important new areas of policy activities. Our study has a further important message for the remaining states in the world. The USA is the architect of the global rule-based multilateral trading system. The country has systematically promoted the 3 pillars of the international economic system, namely the World Bank, the Monetary Fund, and the World Trade Organization. It is time for the world's other leading industrial nations to support the USA in its attempt in order to avoid a turnaround in global free trade. Responsibility for this task particularly falls to the beneficiaries of post-war US policy like Germany, Europe, and Japan.